We're speaking with James Gaston. He is the chair of the Newtown Board of Finance ahead of the 2016 municipal budget referendum. Voters can report to Newtown Middle School on Tuesday, April 26th. Polls are open from 6 a.m. till 8 p.m. Mr. Gaston, what are your words to the Newtown taxpayers ahead of this year's budget vote?
Thank you, John. First, let me thank the Newtown Bee for making this budget informational happen. Second, I'd like to commend the Board of Education, Dr. Arardi, Board of Selectmen, our first Selectman, Pat Loder, for their efforts in not only presenting a thoughtful and analytical and excellent budgetary information, but also in their prompt responses to more than 100 written questions and subparts from members of our board. Third, thank you especially to those individuals, parents, seniors who took the time from their busy schedules to come to meetings, who spoke in public participation, who came and participated in the public hearings, who asked questions and contributed their thoughts and their opinions by word and by email. Public input is important, and it makes a difference, and we truly appreciate your efforts. Finally, a thank you to the boards, commissions, the schools, departments for their professional work. The budget process involves extensive work, and it's met with extensive scrutiny. As many of you know, this budget process actually starts in the fall when school principals meet with the superintendent and the town department heads meet with the first selectman about their budgetary needs. From there, the first selectmen and superintendents respectfully work with their financial directors to put together a proposed budget. The first selectman's budget is presented to the Board of Selectmen, and the superintendent presents his proposed budget to the Board of Education. Then, the Board of Selectmen and Board of Education budgets then undergo further scrutiny and review, including questions and answers, direct input and questioning of department heads and town commissions and board representatives. And only after this intensive review is completed does the Board of Selectmen and Board of Education present their respective budgets to the Board of Finance. The Board of Finance then commences its scrutiny of the budgetary proposals, again through questions and answers of the first selectman, the superintendent, the Board of Education representatives, the financial directors, the various departments, commissions, committee heads, and input from the public as well, and that's more than welcomed. Numerous meetings later, after some healthy discussions and debate, the Board of Finance came to consensus and submitted its recommended budget to the Legislative Council. The Legislative Council then pursued a similar fourth tier of review and scrutiny. This year, I'm pleased to report that the focus was on specific items and the work was progressed forward to a bottom line conclusion. I like to call these specifics the CEOs, meaning commodities, efficiencies, and operations. The superintendent and first selectmen have covered some of the driving forces affecting the budget this year, including the need to fund continuing operations and services such as school security and mental health in light of the expiring grant funds, the increases in mandatory special education, and the necessity of further funding of our roadworks. Some of the efficiencies in the Board of Finance the Board of Finance was mindful of were the reduction of teachers as a result of declining enrollment and the continued progress in economic development and land use on the town side. In commodities, the Board of Finance was able to reduce more than $80,000 in fuel and heating costs from the town side and more than $100,000 in fuel and heating from the education budget. In addition, more than $50,000 was reduced from the town budget as a result of bond interest savings. Healthy discussions among the Board of Finance members revolved around proposed education increases in health insurance, technology, and transportation. Some members felt further reductions were possible, others that less reductions were merited. Reasonable minds can differ, and at all times the discussions were thorough, respectful, and dignified. After numerous votes, the Board of Finance consensus supported a reduction of $350,000. The total reduction on the town side was $154,262. In summary, the Board of Finance put forward a budget with more than $500,000 in reductions. I believe the budget put forward by the Board of Finance, as well as that which the public will vote on as presented by the Legislative Council, will maintain operations and services and will continue to move our town and school district forward and upward. I will be voting yes, and I hope you will be sure to vote. Thank you.
James Gaston is chairman of the Newtown Board of Finance, speaking to voters and taxpayers ahead of the 2016 budget referendum. That is Tuesday, April 26th. Polls are open at the Newtown Middle School from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. Mr. Gaston, thanks for talking to readers of the Newtown Bee and our visitors at newtownbee.com.
Thank you, John.